Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Friday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device. Yes, indeed, here we are. And bad news for the people of Florida. They got hit with a massive hurricane, Hurricane Helene. So my prayers go out to the good people of Florida, dealing with power outages and a lot of damage and some deaths as well. You know, it's always a shame when this kind of thing happens, but sadly, hurricanes are a part of life. It's just that we've been very blessed of the last few years. We've not seen very many hurricanes. They used to happen much more regularly. Of course, you know, the climate, the enviro nuts, I call them, blame it on climate change. Well, the climate is always changing, folks. And the fact of the matter is that hurricanes have always been around, and they will continue to be around, and it comes in cycles. And has nothing to do with what man is doing. The environment and the earth is very strong, folks. So we pray for the people of the great state of Florida, and the nature's wrath is very powerful and cannot be stopped by man, and cannot be started by man either. Nonetheless, good to see you guys. Hope everybody is doing well. As we go through here, we've got a lot of good folks here already joining us here. We've got some good folks here. We've got Jay McGuire, Willie Spencer, and Michael K is with us tonight. Good to see you guys. Atomic Rooster is here. Precious Metals had a bit of a pullback today, but we are going through here and we answer some of your comments, by the way, here of the live stream. I'm going to begin with more unrest and activity happening in the Middle East, which in a video that I did about what Israel plans to do to limit gold and silver ownership, which I really like Benjamin Netanyahu, but I do not agree with this initiative, and I think it's going to lead to only bad things happening for sure. But Cemetery Shop is here. Good to see you. Shadow Workers with us. Good to see you. Salutations to you as well. We got Dennis Niemeyer as well too. So the first question here from Austrian Stacker. We love Austrian Stacker. He's got a great channel. But he says, a question for the next live stream. Why are you a fan of Netanyahu? It's hard for me to understand that. Well, because, Austrian Stacker, because I've followed the news, and I've followed what's been going on in the Middle East since the 90s and even before, and also understand the history of the region. And but really, it doesn't even take that much research and knowledge. When you look at all the different sides, well, there's really only two different sides. You've got the, quote, Palestinian side, and you've got the Israeli side, and the side of a representative democracy there in Israel, the only one of its kind in that region, by the way. And Netanyahu is a war hero who fought for his country and has done his utmost to protect the nation of Israel. And his brother died in battle. And so I have great respect for him. I've had great respect for him for many, many years. And as Prime Minister, there's not anyone better and more suited to protect the nation of Israel than Benjamin Netanyahu. So he's going to protect the Israeli people, and he is going to stand. And actually, honestly, I think he could have been actually even more adamant about going into southern Gaza sooner. But nonetheless, he's making progress there. And what has been going on with Hezbollah, he's been very patient. Netanyahu's been very patient. But with the pager thing, which was brilliant, an absolute brilliant thing that killed very little innocent life was lost and injuries. Just a great, great thing indeed. So, yes, great respect for Benjamin Netanyahu for sure. And it's very easy to find out why when you look at the man's record, look at what he's done for Israel, and the fact that there's no better suited leader to command battles against the terrorists of Hamas, who's in their original charter was to wipe out the nation of Israel. They don't care about a two-state solution. Not one iota do they care about a two-state solution. There should be no talk of a two-state solution. Gaza needs to be overtaken by Israel. They need to take it over again. That Hamas has lost their right to self-govern, because essentially they did have a two-state solution. One was Gaza, and the other one was Israel. And so there it is. So that's why I'm a fan of Netanyahu and a strong fan and support of Israel as well. And I'm not even Jewish. Go figure. All right. Gold Chick says here, as an American, I'm skeptical that silver did anything remotely normal unless a high-frequency radio Comex antenna crew got drunk or otherwise indisposed. I hear you. I know. But the thing is never underestimate the power of the natural market forces that we find ourselves a part of these days. But there is a lot of crazy and also psychologically unrealistic things that go on as well. In other words, the markets move and you find out the reasons why and you're left scratching your head. It doesn't make any sense. Logic doesn't always follow what they should do. But anyways, very good. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Welcome. And Silverback Stacker is here. Good to see you. Silver Boy Blues is here. Let's see here. Well, good folks here tonight. Shadow Worker is here. Aaron Ritchie is here. We got 28 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Michael K. Carrie Taryn. And let's see here. We've got Tony Everyday says this about the what Israel wants to do with limiting ownership of precious metals. Again, I think that's a bad thing. I did this video. I forget who shared. I think it may have been Liquid Electrum shared this with me. Why does government of any nation always screw the people? Those organizations don't follow laws. Criminal organizations and terrorists have bales of cash and crypto. Crap, the United States sells to both sides. Everyone knows that government doesn't care how much blood is on the money as long as it comes back to clean their foundations and bank accounts. He's right. We've given money to UNRWA. This is the UN organization that's been supporting Hamas directly. We've seen evidence of that all over the place. And we've been giving money to Palestinians as well. We should never be doing that. We should have never have done that in the first place. It's ridiculous. And ever since 2005, when Hamas was given autonomy of that region, they could have made it the next Dubai, or what was prior in Lebanon. Beirut was an amazing cosmopolitan city. Beirut was an extremely successful city, only to be derided and brought down and turned into a cesspool of corruption from Iran and Hezbollah. It's just really a shame. They could have done so much. They could have been great. All right, let's see here. But thank you, Tony. I agree with that. And we got Silver Sleuth says, the powers that be want it all, everything. I don't envision a ban on private PM ownership or trade. Perhaps a reset or CBDC would include a conversion of PMs to new currency. Same with checking and savings accounts. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be he's not proposing, or they are not proposing in Israel, a confiscation of gold and silver ownership. I think they're going to limit what can be bought. And I think, if anything, that could be a model for what could happen here in the United States in due course. When you have a CBDC in effect, watch out, because everything is on the table with regards to that. Let's see here. Very good. Everything will be on the table with regards to that. Snoop Eastwood on this video about Donald Trump made history with this announcement about silver. Never been done before by a presidential candidate or former president. It's basically a donation to Trump, but if you get an official silver round and the donation, so you support Trump, then yes, it's worth buying, in my opinion. Yep. And that is, there's no mistake. It's a money grab. But it's, you think about all of the money he's lost and the legal bills that are mounting up. It makes sense to me. Rick Carutz is here. Steve LaPointe is here. THS is with us. Appreciate you guys joining me tonight. We almost have 100 viewers. And thank you guys for being here. Brian McDaniel with a thumbs up on this video that I posted. These are coming out of order and sync for some time to time here, but the Zimbabwe gold-backed currency is in big trouble. Video I just posted. Yes, indeed. 66 Sam is here tonight. Welcome, 66 Sam. We have Dang 4866 chimes in on this FBI and been caught stealing, like the what is the name of that band? Oh my god, this had a fight between a guitar player and the singer. Jane's Addiction. Just like when the FBI seized all the safety deposit boxes in California, many of the FBI inventories, STBs containing cash, safe deposit boxes, and precious metals went missing. That's exactly right. And I mentioned that very same thing in the video. If you watched it, very good. All right. Let's see here. Moving up to the next comment, we've got Dana Rock, 8559. He is a little bit offended by the flashing of the currency here. Limit the flashing of the disgusting currency of the beautiful silver. Some of us have weak guts from all the GMOs. I hear you, brother. Yep, I know I do tend to flash a little bit of the $1 bill with a certain serial number. But yes, indeed. Jane's Addiction, that's right, Liquid Electrum. Good to see you. Welcome. And a Red Crawler, yes, survived the hurricane. So glad to hear, Red Crawler. Yes, really a bad one that went through there. Tough. Indeed, praying for the people of Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida, and I believe Louisiana may as well has gotten hit there. Matthew Crustlife is here. Good to see you. All right. Virgil Kane chimes in on this video about the FBI caught stealing. Yes, indeed, they've been caught stealing silver bars. The FBI are a bunch of thieves operating under color of authority of the U.S. government. If the agents are thieves, liars, and crooks, that means the upper level management and the entire government are liars, crooks, and thieves. Well, yeah, that's for sure. That's fairly well established. I would think as far as the rank and file, most of the FBI are probably fine folks, but there are some bad apples in every bunch. But we know for sure, and you are correct, Virgil, that the top levels in the FBI and most of the three-letter agencies are corrupt and are politicize the organizations to weaponize these three-letter agencies against you and me. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. We've got George Ramos on the video here. And I can't tell you, there's several people, and I mentioned in the video exactly where the price of silver was at near $35, and people were asking, well, where is it? Where is it? Well, if you listen to the video, you'll find out. And sometimes I like to do this to see if people are listening. Anyways, lately I've seen silver rise when the dollar rose, rise when gold rose, rise when gold fell, rose when the dollar fell. I've seen it fall when the dollar fell, gold fell, dollar rose, and gold rose. It's doing its own thing. It really is more and more lately. And most of that has led to a widening of the gold to silver ratio. No question. But one thing is for sure is that it does tend to follow gold more than not, even if not at the same pace. And that is a trend line. Very good. All right. Judith and Dan Davis, got a lot of rain in Mississippi. Hopefully not too much flooding goes on there. As we peruse our way through more of these comments from you, the viewers, and I appreciate you guys being here. And by the way, there is Cybercurrent Twitcher, a member for 53 months, our longest consecutive channel member of this platform here is Cybercurrent Twitcher. Thank you, man. 53 months, amazing. Good to see you, sir. All right. And Brian McDaniel is here too. Brian McDaniel has been very kind. He's been going back and watching some of the other videos, the older videos. I appreciate that, sir. I used to have a guy that did that, but he unsubscribed to the channel and blocked me because of what somebody else said. Not because of anything I did, but because of what one of my viewers said that he didn't like. Go figure. Anyways, Daring Doberman says, out of curiosity, checked ST Bullion, buyback $2 back of spot on bars, 150 over on 2024, Silver Eagle spot for earlier dates and spot for Britannia's. Nope, no yen nicht. Ain't buying, ain't selling, ain't spending. They get nothing. Well, the reason, Daring Doberman, that's the case is because a lot of more people are selling these days. I can't tell you how many people have told me, hey, we're going to I'm going to sell my silver when it hits $30 an ounce. I'm out. I've seen so many. Of course, I encourage them not to do that, by the way. But some people are giving up because they've been disappointed by silver for so many years, really not performing very well compared to gold, and falling, keep falling, and moving up a little bit, but not doing much. And why are they so disappointed? Well, because they've been told by some in this community that silver's going to go to the moon any day now. And silver's been climbing up over 30% this year since January, really since March. But you will never hear this channel tell you that silver's going to go to the moon or it's going to go to $50 or $100 an ounce, and that the dollar is going to crash any moment now, or that the economy is going to collapse. Because it's just I don't want to mislead my audience. I don't want to at least mislead my viewers. Silver sells itself. It has proven itself time and time again. But people are impressionable, and I think it's in the best interest of my viewers and for myself as well to be as truthful as I can about the metal, because if not, then I'm not serving my viewers very well, that's for sure. All right, let's see here. And Cybercurrent Twitcher, speaking of which, by the way, you should check out his channel. A great member of the community. Hello, Shan. Good to see you. Cybercurrent Twitcher says, silver still has a lot of catching up to do with gold. Indeed, it does. The big question is, will gold pull back as silver catch up? I think we may see... I think at this point, I think gold's going to probably continue to go up, maybe even to $3,000. It's not out of the realm of possibility in the next year or two, maybe. I don't think silver will go... I think if that happens, we could see the ratio narrow slightly, maybe 65-60, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say for sure. Let's see here. All right. Moving ahead, we've got Kyle Johnson, 9484. Chimes in on this video about the $35 silver happening very close there in the Asian markets. Everyone that bought at $15 and lower and still holding are sleeping good at night. Indeed they are. I'm one of those. And I did sleep fairly well last night. And I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express either. I'm curious what the energy cost to mine the 1 ounce currently is. I don't think silver is ever going to $20 again, below $20 again. I don't believe it will either. Well, Kyle, you have picked the right place to find out what the energy cost to mine 1 ounce of silver is. If you go to my channel and you go to the search, how much cost silver? If you type in how much cost silver, you won't believe what it costs to produce an ounce of silver. So if you type in how much cost silver, this video will pop up. Or just type in cost to produce an ounce of silver. There is your answer in that video. So I hope you will check that out. Very good to see you. Another 300 is nothing. We could get there in a few months. That's true. At this rate, we could get there in a few months. That's true. It really is climbing at an incredible rate. And if that does happen, I think we could see silver get to $40 as well. But I don't know that that's going to happen in the next few months. But we'll see here. Deja Vu is here. Welcome. Silverboy Blues is here. Michael K. Good to see you guys. Due to life's curves, I had to sell some of my ASCs. Bought them for $25 with premium, sold at $33.50. Still a profit of 32%. Way to go. All right, let's see here. Didn't say live in my thumbnail. That's strange. It should have. We are live and in effect. But thank you for popping in. We are here. All right, let's see here. Omnis Rooster says this. By the way, we are expecting some scammers to call. I did tell them to put me in their calendar. Cell phone companies are taking old phones for trade-ins for new phones. Ask yourself why. Do they know something we don't yet? How much silver is in an old cell phone? Well, yeah, I think that happens. People take in, there's recycle centers at most of those phone places. They do that. I don't know. I think that's just good practice. But anyways, let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. JM Unleashed is with us tonight with the 56 thumbs up. Thank you. Welcome. Good to see you. Really Cold is with us too. Good to see you guys. And let's see. Oh, thank you, CCT, for posting a link to that video. Appreciate that. Ronald Mitchell says, why do Christians like silver so much? After all, didn't some guy sell him out for 30 dimes? Well, they were actually 30 shekels, I believe is what it was. It's about a half an ounce of silver in each one of those pieces. So he was sold out for 15 ounces of silver there, or somewhere there around, thereabouts. And, but the thing is, the silver can be used for good and can be used for evil. It's a tool. It's a same thing with gold. Silver, I mean, good grief. That would be like saying, I'm never going to build a wooden house again because Jesus was crucified on a wooden cross. Or I'm never going to use a nail again because nails were used in, to hang up Jesus. And if you're Jewish, well, I don't have any analogies for you. All right, let's see here. All right, Gordo, 38.96. I've slowed down on my silver purchases lately, but I did buy the Scottsdale Mint 5-ounce Cortes of the Commander series. I love them, and I hope to get them all, even though I'm not a collector. Well, welcome to the world of collecting, Gordo. Congratulations. I don't have that series, but it just goes to show you there's a lot of different ways to collect silver and stack it at the same time. The Queen's Beast series is a prime example of that. And by the way, if you want to see a channel that has some really cool collectible pieces, is a coin dealer, and is awesome, and is easily distracted by squirrels, you should check out Mrs. Coin Crew, because her and her hubby own a coin shop, and they have great content, and she posts some awesome videos of a lot of the cool pieces that she gets. Maybe some for the shop, maybe some for her personal collection, but check her out. Good to see Mrs. Coin Crew. Oh yeah, good to see you. Butterfly Effect is here. Good to see you. And also check out Coin Crew's channel as well too. He is a coin dealer and a bullion dealer, and posts some really good content. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. All right. Where are we at? Okay, we got Illegal Smurf chiming in on this. Says silver is still 500,000 miles away from its high in 2011. Indeed it is, but we have to prioritize the scammers. Sorry, Illegal Smurf. You know where my priorities are at. Here we go. Hello?
Richard Dwayne with Capital Funding, sir. I'm right on the dot, time-wise.
You are. That is an unusual circumstance. It doesn't happen very often. I applaud you, good sir. This is great.
So you can't hold my feet to the fire, buddy.
Well, that's true. That's true. Mainly because there's not a fire going right now. And number two, I have never... And I'm sure you have very nice feet, but I'm not really a big fan of man's feet.
nor I, Richard.
Right. Very good.
So how's your week been? Pretty good.
My week has been fairly decent. I woke up every single morning.
Wait a minute. Your name wasn't in the obituary column.
That's right. It was not. And the other thing too is I ate breakfast 4 out of 5 of those last 5 days. One day I did not eat breakfast because, well, I'm going to break the news to you right here. I wasn't hungry. So I didn't eat. I can
see you're no good. I can see that right now. You are no good, Mr. Man.
What I do is I eat a second breakfast. Okay, I whip out the tea, and I get my crackers, my nutty bars, and occasionally the dried strawberry, and then I just go to town. Actually, I don't go to town. I have to stay at work. I can't go into town. But that's a figure of speech. I mean, when I say figure of speech, Dwayne, what I mean is I imagine words shaped like a very curvy woman. You know what I'm saying?
I do know about that.
That's the figure of speech. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about.
I know about that.
So when you put 2 D's together, it really can kind of accentuate that curvature.
That is exactly right. Well, good for you. Well, tell me, what is your Megan Enterprises? What do you do?
Well, we are in the manufacturing business. Yes, indeed, we are. and we're looking for some funding for a new initiative that we've got going here. And we want to try to be able to accumulate some cash in order to make this initiative work. And what it is we are going to we're going to use silver, and we're going to insert that silver inside of a ballpoint pen. Okay, you know the ink where the pen is.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we're going to put silver atoms in there, and it's actually a fairly substantial amount of silver atoms. And what it does is it makes the ink stay on the paper, and it's better, it's more permanent, and it's also
Oh,
antimicrobial. Because what happens is
oh,
when the ink goes on the paper, some of those atoms will actually dissipate off of the paper, and you'll ingest those silver atoms. It will go into your lungs and through the bloodstream, and silver is an antimicrobial thing, and so
oh.
it's actually good for your health. We gave up on the
Oh.
silver tampon idea, by the way. We scrapped that. So now it's silver and ink. Silver and ink,
Well,
a little bit more.
well,
Yeah.
you said this is a new initiative. What is your normal everyday business?
Oh, we make widgets.
Widgets?
Yeah.
Was that a capital W or a small W?
It's a capital W. We've got a trademark registered and all that jazz. Actually, it's
Good for
not
you.
jazz. It's more like hard rock, kind of 80s style,
I
White
got it.
Snake,
I got it.
Poison. Anyways, yeah. So that's what we do. It's the widgets. It's our own little special thing. I'm a jig, I'm a bob, and so we're
Oh,
doing that. But we want to break out. We want to break out into something really cool. And this silver ink, I think, is going to be all the rage, because more and more people are writing these days with technology happening, So we want to be able to fill that market. We've done a lot
wow.
of market research on this, and we think safe ink. I mean, I wouldn't suggest people drink this ink, though. We are going to have to put a label on it. The FDA says we got to put a label. Do not drink this ink.
Do
We got
not drink this ink.
right.
Right?
So
There's people out there that wouldn't even be able to read the label, so you better be
well, we're
careful.
going to put it in Arabic too, and Spanish and Hindi.
Well, you better have your insurance paid up because you never know.
You never know. Hold on, this might be my lawyer. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna patch
Okay,
you
go
through.
for it.
Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Richard. Hello, Richard. It's Chad from Renegade Capital. How are you?
What is your name again? Chad? Chaz?
Chad. Yes, Chad.
Oh, Chad. Hey, Chad. How you doing, Chad?
I am doing good. I'm ready for the weekend.
Are you gonna ask me how my week was?
I did. I said, how are you doing?
Oh yeah, but you
How
didn't.
was your week?
My week was just great. I woke up every single morning, and I had breakfast 4 out of the 5 last days.
Okay. The
Now-
most important meal of the day.
That's pretty good, but let me let you in on a little secret. I think you're gonna like this. One of those days that I didn't eat breakfast, the reason I didn't eat is because I wasn't hungry. Okay, Chad?
Gotcha.
All right, now, Chad, I want you to say hello to Dwayne. He's my lawyer, and he's here with me.
Chad,
Okay. How you doing, Dwayne?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful. I am absolutely wonderful. How's your day going?
My day's going well. This is the last call of my day.
Well, that is a good thing. So you have a big weekend coming up?
Yeah, well, I have a good thing tonight. There's a thing in the park, a special presentation for Latino Americans. It's been going on from 2 to 10, so I'm about to go catch the last 3 hours of it.
Latinos for Trump.
With a friend of mine. Yes, with a friend of mine. And after that, I'll probably go home, meet up with my brother. He's also out at the time right now. And then we'll probably we'll watch a movie something at home before us.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing at all. That's for good. Well, good for you.
Thank
Good
you.
for you. So where are we at, and what do we want to do to move forward here?
So I was talking to Richard about getting some working capital for his business. We have many different types of working capital and different types of programs. The same way the qualifier is real simple. All you have to do is fill out a one-page application. It takes less than a minute. There's 5 spots to fill out. That'll come from my underwriter. His name is Michael S. at Renegade Capital. And then I'm going to send you an email from me and Chad at Renegade Capital. And all you have to do is attach a few bank statements. But to get a little idea of what you're looking for, Let me know a little bit about your business. How long have you been in business for?
Well, I've been a loan broker. I've been in the loan business for right about 18 years.
Okay.
Here we go.
So we loan to all types. We lend money to all types of businesses. So your money in business too. That's different. But I call Richard particularly with his company. Now, does he have just one company, or does he have multiple companies?
Oh, is this where I answer now?
Yes, Richard.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I've got one company, and we are in. We're starting a new initiative. We've got a new initiative going on here, and we need some money to get the silver for this initiative.
What's the name of the company? I have down here Nigel Enterprise. Is that the name of the company?
Negan Enterprises. Paul got it right.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's all right.
Negan Enterprise. There we go. And how long has this company been around, or you been doing this type of business?
15 years, but aren't you interested in what I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to use the money for? Chad?
Definitely too, but I'm just giving the particulars now. Usually, the longer you've been in business for, or the longer you've had the business, either one helps me get better, cheaper quality money for you. So that was
but isn't the use of the money a particular too? That would be considered a particular. That's a particular thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's usually one of the second or third things I ask for. But go ahead, we'll do it in your order.
Can we go out of order? Can we go out of order? And I'll tell you what the particular. I'll give you the particular of this thing, the particular particles, because it does involve particles. It's a particular particle that we're going to be needing the funding for, and Paul will introduce what that is. Go ahead, Paul. Tell him. I mean, Dwayne. Tell him, Dwayne.
Yes.
It's been a short day. It's not been a long day. It's been a short day. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
Dwayne?
What are you asking? What are you asking?
Tell me about the particles. What you going to use the money for? He's going
to a new initiative for them, and they're going to insert silver in pens.
Okay.
Into the ink and pens, yeah, into the ink.
And what does that do? What's the goal? Silver into the ink and pens, and then we're going to do what with it?
I don't have the answer to that. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to sell it, make $1 million.
It's going to unburden us from what has been. That's the whole goal of it.
So first off, so I can understand where we're coming from. What does your company do?
Well, we make widgets with a capital W and thingamajiggers as well. But it's a proprietary product that's been trademarked and registered on the on ASCAP and BMI and other three-letter agencies that are not involved with the regulatory of the commissions for the SEC, the FDIC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, the FBI, the NSA, the precious metals, the FTGC. Yeah.
So if I was to get you some money approved to help put this silver in the tents to help your company, be more profitable, about how much would you be looking for? What's the minimum you're trying to get?
I'd like to get $150K or $150,000, whichever comes first. That coffee tasted delicious. I just had a nice sip. Yeah, go ahead.
Right now, with this company, how much is it grossing per month?
Well, there's nothing gross about my company. We're very clean. I'm a what you call a hypochondriac. I'm a neat freak. I got ADHD of the wiper cloth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, imagine if I had a server, I would wipe it clean with bleach bit.
You misunderstand me, sir. I mean, how much are you grossing in revenue a month?
Well, even my revenue is not gross. I take all that money through the laundromat. I wash it up and down. I'm a germophile. I do not like my money dirty, so I watch that on Ozark how to clean your money.
So a better.
You bet.
How much do you deposit into your bank every month.
Oh, I need to just ask. Oh, I'm depositing about $98,000 per month into the bank. Yeah.
Okay. You do about 90.
And it's all clean money. It's all clean money. I hope this is being recorded so you know that it is clean money. Completely clean. Very clean.
Gotcha. So, for this particular, what you're looking for here, 98,000, you're looking for like around 150.
Right.
Now, even if I was able to get you maybe, I'm going to try for 150, but say if I was able to get you 100 right away, and then maybe like another 50 and maybe like in about 4 to 6 weeks, would that still work, or would you need the whole 150 at one time?
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do $20,000 every 15 minutes. And then I think by the time we get it all added up, we'll probably have it in a day or two, probably.
That's you're a funny guy.
Can we
They
do?
don't loan like that. They don't loan like that.
They don't what like that? They don't roll like that?
No, they don't loan.
Loan? Oh, they don't loan like that. Okay, all right. Let's bump it up to maybe an hour and 10 minutes each every hour.
So I'm being real serious right now, just simply that. So, in order for me to see if I can get you approved for this 150,000, what I would need from you is to email you a one-page application to fill out and 6 months bank statement.
So wait a second. You're saying that what you need from me is you going to give to me an application. That's strange because usually that means it's all on one side. You're giving it to me instead of you wanting it from me. I can't give you the application to give to me because I don't have the application. I'm going to need the application.
I'm going to send you an application. And
Oh.
it takes less than 1 minute to fill out.
Oh, you want me to?
Facts on it.
You want Phil out while I? Okay. And who's Phil, and why does he have to be out?
Okay, so you're making jokes now. I'm being serious.
Well, but I'm serious. You said something about Phil being out. I'm confused. I don't know anybody named Phil. There's nobody in my inner circle or outer circle named Phil.
Sir, you have a nice day.
Wait a second, Rob. Hold on a second. Chad. Rob. Chad. Is his name Chaz? Chad? I don't know what happened there. Are you still with me, Dwayne?
Yeah, I am.
Thank you. What happened to Chad? I don't understand. He kept mentioning Phil. What does Phil have to do with it?
Obviously, he's coming from a weak position. He's going to send you an application and all that kind of good stuff.
He didn't even ask me for my email address. He kept on mentioning Phil. And he wants Phil out of there. And I'm like, come on, man.
Exactly. So basically, what can I do for the most for you right now, at whatever time it is in your part of the world, 5:30?
Well, let's see if we can track Chad down and see, because I don't like conversations to be ended with, I feel like we're kind of, there's no closure. I have no closure. And, I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to do, but put two letters on the phone at the same time. What's your plan?
My two letters. Let me see.
Lender.
Oh, lenders. Oh, two lenders. Yeah, two lenders. Yeah. Well, the one I thought was going to be my lawyer, but he didn't play that, and then you didn't play the lawyer. So now we're just trying to figure out who Phil is and where. Maybe he was out of toilet paper. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe we call it bum fodder. Maybe
bum fodder. Yeah, he's out of bum fodder. I like that. I've never heard that. That's pretty good.
That's German.
It's German or German? German or German? Interesting. I don't know.
So cutting through the race, what can I do for you tonight before you go to dinner?
Well, I've already eaten one dinner, but I'm probably going to have a second dinner tonight. If you want me to be honest,
me too.
I'm probably going to have pizza.
It's going to be spaghetti and meatballs. If you was over here, I would share it with you.
Well, that's very nice of you. If you were here, I'd share with you the Pizza Hut one topping ham pizza with you if you were in my proximity.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
We were going to do Mexican food. You do much Mexican food in your part of the world?
I'm not in that part of Mexico where they serve Mexican food. But what I usually do is I have 2 breakfasts in the morning. I have 1 lunch, and then there are some on occasion where I have 2 suppers. And then if I'm really feeling saucy, I will have myself some crackers and cheese while I watch the YouTube at night.
Me too. I love crackers and cheese.
Yeah.
The plain old soda crackers.
Soda crackers. I'll just have the regular old Nabisco thingamajigs, the round ones,
Yeah,
and they're pretty
yeah.
good. Oh yeah, they're pretty sweet. Yeah. And but well, nice spaghetti and meatballs sounds delicious. Do you have a special lady friend you share those with?
And my social lady, 35, Swedish, tall, Swedish, blonde, been married for 35 years. So do you have a family?
Oh, congratulations! That's wonderful.
Yes,
Does she
yes,
happen to sing
yes.
for group ABBA?
I don't know for sure how she put up with all the BS that I've dealt out, but she's still hanging around.
Well,
It
that's
must be.
wonderful.
It must be because I'm tall, dark, and handsome. Can you beat that?
That must be the. I cannot beat tall, dark, and handsome because I'm the exact opposite of that. But what I can say is, my query was originally was wondering, since she's Swedish and tall and blonde, is maybe she sings for group ABBA. Is that possible?
Maybe. No, no. You know what? I saw and listen to this. I've been a fan of ABBA for 100 years,
Wow.
and uh, and that blonde was absolutely. I could wake up night screaming her name. She was just so beautiful.
Oh
But I
yeah.
saw. You know, you remember how they were, Richard, back 30 years ago. But I saw the foursome. All four of them
Hmm.
on YouTube, on Facebook here about a month ago, and the blonde girl is I can we're all age, but I was shocked because she was on it walking with a cane. You would never recognize. I mean, it's not a virtue to get older, Richard. Just in case you're wondering,
Right.
she
It's
gets. Geez,
yeah.
I was just
We don't move around quite as much when we get up there in age. That's for
we don't
sure.
we don't we don't we
Just
don't
ask my
we don't.
friend George Burns. He'll tell you. He doesn't.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't. He's not moving too much these days. But it is what it is. It's one of those things. But well, good.
It
Well,
is.
Dwayne, I hope you enjoy your spaghetti tonight with your lovely wife. Send her my regards, and also when you give her my regards, also tell her I said hello. All
I
right.
will do that. What can we do to help you on your financing tonight? Anything?
Well, if I would like to get, if there was a way that I could get $120,000, in maybe what it sounded like that Rob was not very, or Chad was not very agreeable as to how we receive it. Let's try this. Can we do it PayPal friends and family?
We
That
can
would
do
be.
any. We can do anything. We can do anything. We
I'd
can do
like to get
anything.
that sucker PayPal friends and family to silverkitty47@gmail.com. And boy, that would make somebody's life really happy if we could get that 120 grand. PayPal friends and family that way. We don't have to worry about those fees. We don't have to worry about those taxes and all that jazz. Or hard rock, or even the Swedish rock. You know what I mean? We don't want,
Or even.
or even
Well, I can
and
get you. I
speaking
can
of
get you.
Swedish, what is that
If
IKEA? I just found out 2 days ago that IKEA serves spaghetti at their store. Did you know that? I had no clue that was the case.
I have never been in an IKEA store in my entire life. I don't know.
Neither have either. But it's a Swedish
Either.
thing, and they apparently serve spaghetti in there, and you're going to have spaghetti and meatballs tonight. Go figure.
Gonna have to.
That's right.
Gonna have to.
All
But
right.
I can get you the money. My bank is flexible as any bank in the country, and we have a simple online application that they can have you approved in a matter of hours, not tonight because they're Central Time.
Right,
But
right.
on Monday they can have you approved on Monday and probably funded in the afternoon or
Great.
no later than
Sounds
Tuesday.
good. Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you. Well, very good. Well, let's send that over to the email address and the PayPal and all that jazz, and we'll go from there. We'll catch up next week. Call me Tuesday at this same time, okay?
You got a deal.
All right. Have fun tonight.
Okay.
Take it
Okay.
squeezy.
You too.
All right.
All
Bye bye.
right. Bye.
Bye bye. All right. All right. Very good. Let's move on up here to the next one. We've got Mr. Milano Lau. How come I can only see silver in the $31, $32 range? Well, the reason is because another scammer. We got to prioritize a scammer. We have to finish illegal Smurfs comment too. But hello, hello, hello. Auto dial. It's gonna cut out anyway. Illegal Smurf. Silver is still a million miles away from its high in 2011. Stop for 1 minute and think about that. Actually, it takes me a split second to think about that. I knew that all along. Silver is significantly below where it was 13 years ago. That's true. It sure is. You're right. So, Mr. Milano, how come I can only see silver in $31, $32 range? Well, because you're not looking at the Shanghai Gold Exchange numbers. That's the reason. And I explained all that in the video. I don't think Mr. Milano watched the video. Another example. Very good. Good to see you. Rads is here. All right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Rads, I responded to your email there, and I appreciate you sending that. Did you get my response? And good to see you guys. Welcome. John Bannon is here. Tony Erickson is with us tonight. We got Nan Double X is here. And let's see here. And we've got Silver Mountain says, have been holding on to PMs for 3 decades. Barring an apocalypse, I plan on holding on for quite some time. There you go. That's the way to go for the majority of your stack. Makes sense. And let's see here. We've got this coming from Four Wheels from Rob says, Sal, thank you for staying ahead of monetary policies and sharing your incredible insights and your stack of silver. Well, thank you, Four Wheels from Rob. I appreciate it. I'm honored and humbled to do so, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch. I really appreciate my faithful viewers, those of you who watch all of the videos. It means a lot to me, indeed. Oh, man, they're alive tonight. Another one. Let's see. Hello? Hello? I'm saying hello.
My name is Paul Anderson. How are you?
Hi, Paul Anderson. What's cracking? How you doing? Say something.
How are you? How's your
I
day
said
been
it.
so far?
I said I'm doing great. How are you doing? I asked you the question. How are you?
I'm blessed.
You're what? You got to speak
I'm
up.
blessed. Thanks for asking.
Okay, very good. How can I help you
I'm
today?
blessed.
What? Are you a chuchia or a Ben Showed? All right, that one didn't last long. The foreign ones, they don't stay on the phone very long. You say something that's outside of what they ask, they just get frustrated and go away. Unless you call them a Ben Show, then they're like, no, they hang up even faster from time to time. Carrie Tarrant, ever feel like we've been here before? The record goes round and round playing the same song, holding on to mine like a drowning man. There we go. Round and round. That was on a record, too, by Rat. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's march on up to the next one. Comment, we've got Dave Subers. Do you think the Johnson Matthey bar should sell at a premium? It depends on the market. It's sort of a vintage one, so it very well could. But if I was to take it to my local coin shop, they'd just give me probably a couple of bucks back at spot per ounce. And we've got Matt P 5712 from this morning's video about silver won't break the banks, but this will. I want to sell enough silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. What ratio should I wait for? Should I just do it now? It's tough. It's hard to say. I'd probably wait till the 60s, 65s, and understand that if you wait until then, you're not going to get 65 to 1 per ounce, because whoever you trade it with, whatever local coin shop will deal with you, is they're going to want to get a cut of that action. For them, it's probably easier to sell silver, and they may have a bunch of silver, which means they're not going to give you, they're going to give you well below spot. So I would not do it now. Definitely would not do it in this market, in this environment. Okay, up here we got the Milkman. I'm hoping I'm not making a mistake by still buying at a high price right now. No one can really say when the top of the market is going to be. I don't think we're at the top yet. That's my personal opinion. I feel like it's an educated guess, but a guess nonetheless. So therefore, you have to do what's right for you and where you feel comfortable with the markets. But keep in mind, the Federal Reserve has just only begun cutting interest rates, and that typically bodes well for gold and silver. Maybe even more so for silver than gold, depending on what kind of economic activity that will perpetuate demand for the metal. That's what this is all about. So very good. All right. And let's see here. My kid is a grandmaster. Silver doesn't need to break the bank. Silver is one of the most undervalued but affordable metals out there right now. It sure is. By the way, folks, I was supposed to leave at 6:30 and cut this short because I had an appointment. Yeah, on the side, I actually shave people in their pubic regions, but I had somebody just cancel their appointment with me. So now I can stay till a little bit later. All right, very good. Let's see. All right. We've got Tony every day says banks control everything from the price of metals to who can borrow or who can buy what those people and most powerful than these government leaders. All right. Well, there is some of that, but there is another market outside of the banks. And think about who is putting the money towards the silver. It's traders. It's a lot of traders buying paper silver. Yes, indeed. It was a gold chick. It was not gold chick. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, let's see here. You find it amusing that they tell us to raise interest rates to fight inflation, yet inflation is still running hot, and they're dropping interest rates. Yep, it's insane. They've got really no choice, right? They're caught. They would have to do this. I know, Steve. It was a play. It was based on what somebody else says. And he must have stepped away because I thought he would get the joke. But anyways, yeah. But he left, I guess. I don't know where he went. Anyways, so yeah, they've been printing money for a while. Quantitative easing is back in effect. Maybe not to the level that it was before, but it was. If you go to the Fed, to the St. Louis Fed, they show the U.S. M2 money supply going up again. And it has to. Why? Because of the Inflation Act and other spending measures. We're sending billions of dollars to, millions upon millions of dollars to Ukraine and other things. We're going to be spending money on this hurricane. There's a lot of spending going on out there. And there's not enough tax revenue to collect for it. It's crazy. All right. Let's see. Well, we just got this in. Look at this, folks. Wow. From Michael K. Fits and Giggles. Thank you so much. The first act of kindness today comes in the form of a PayPal Friends and Family donation of $5 from Michael K. That deserves some push-ups. Yes, indeed. So let's give 10 push-ups because we double up on the push-ups for the PayPal Friends and Family because, well, the PayPal Friends and Family doesn't take any fees or taxes out. So very cool. Thank you, Michael K. Let's do 10. Get the blood flowing a little bit here as we peruse through. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. We got it. Got it going on. Like Donkey Kong. Very good. All right. So I won't be putting my back crack and sack. There we go. That's right, Mr. E. Good to see you, Mr. E. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Time lapse. I think I found that I can only do like, I get really tired after about 30 couple. I'm definitely, I don't do very well after that. There's some people can do a whole heck of a lot more. All right, let's see here. And Michael Corbett says here on this video from this morning the following. Silver 52-week hot low is October 6th this year. Silver's mid-range price will start rising soon. Adjust your options, still holding. For America, 250 party myself. That's going to be a blast. Whoa, Tony Erickson is here, blasting off with 20 Salivate Metal memberships. It works. He was able to get it to work. Thank you, Tony. Wow. Way to go, brother. If you receive one of those, give him a warm thank you from Tony Erickson. He has been trying for a while to make this work, and it happened. Very good. Nice. Let's do curls this time for him. Let's do 10 curls. Or 20, I'm sorry, 20 curls. Because of 20 channel gift memberships. Thank you, Tony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Very good. Thank you, Tony Erickson. You are the man. Thank you, brother. All right. Nice. Good to see you guys. Let's see. All right. We're back here to the next comment from Shane Jones. Says, anybody else noticing platinum stability and surging towards while everything else is hurting this week? Yeah, platinum's kind of been frustrating. I'm surprised it's kind of just hanging around this level, around the $1,000 level, not really moving a whole lot. It has been an interesting thing to see for sure. And Coins A to Z is here. It says, I bet you didn't realize that the Biden-Harris administration has produced an amazing economy, and they're tough on borders. You're not buying that Kamala is selling. Yes, it was news to me that everything is just fine and dandy in the Biden and Harris administration, but the gaslighting is definitely real with them, for sure. All right, let's see here. Thank you again, Tony. And good to see Nate Palm Death is here as well. Let's see. And where are we at? Let's get to the next comment here. We've got Johnny Stacker says, it's funny how I hope silver's drops to buy the dip. At the same time, I hope it raises. Win-win situation, I guess. Keep on stacking, indeed. Take advantage of the dips and celebrate when they're high. Whoa, look at this, folks. In an unusual move, somebody has signed up to become a channel member on their own accord. Count Derpula has. Welcome. He is back in on it. Thank you, Count Derpula. Very kind of you, Count Derpula. Good to see you, sir. All right. Thank you, my friend. All right. Guys are amazing. Big Test Unit is here. Good to see you all. Oh, yeah. The Corey Benalf says on this video from this morning, when you get to the news about the trouble with the gold-backed currency here, video here in a moment. As somebody who has had to sell his silver more times than I would have liked, I have learned to be a lot more financially responsible because I do not like starting my stack over. However, I feel that if the gold to silver ratio ever narrowed, I may trade out my silver for some gold. I think it's not a bad idea. And or you could also save up to get a little bit of gold as well. Good to see you. All right. Let's press on up to the next one, shall we? This is Accurate Precious Metals. And he says here on this video, the mass population thinking that all is calm. Unfortunately, little do they know, many banks right now have high unrealized losses. And this is in addition to the commercial loans that will be under stress with the current interest rates. Yep. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the banks with this move, for sure. All right. Let's see here. I did it for the slurp. There we go, for the slurp. Yes. Thank you, Count Derpula. Count Slurpula, as he cleverly put on his channel handle name. Anna Johnson says this here. Before you buy silver and gold, pay off your vehicles and homes and credit cards, stock food and water, and get some type of generator. Buy emergency kits and paper towels and plates and utensils, etc. Buy things to keep cold and make sure your insurance is paid up and have cash on hand. Well, Anna Johnson, ideally, I would agree with you on most of that. But if we did everything, no one would ever have any silver at all. Because your homes and your vehicles, they are a long, long way off to being paid off. I'm still paying on my home. I would never be stacking. And I'm going to be probably having a car loan fairly soon, another car loan. So, I would say this: pay off your high interest credit cards and other things. But anything that's tax deductible, like your home in your vehicles, it's good to pay extra on that, but it's still wise to buy some precious metals as well in the meantime. Just have to balance it out. Count Derpula with 10 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow, plus his one, that's 11. Thank you, Count Derpula. Boom! If you receive one of those from Count Derpula, give him a nice, warm, act of gratitude. Give him a thank you. Very, very cool. And let's see here. All right, very good. Yeah, I heard about that, Mo Love. Crazy. Saw a massive attack today in Beirut, the headquarters of Hezbollah. It's like they're getting pummeled. It's crazy. All right, let's do 11 push-ups there for Count Slurpula. Oh yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There we go. Nice. Thank you. Got the blood flowing tonight. And, yeah. Okay. And Barbed Wire says, keep doing what you do, Sal. Well, thank you. I will continue to march on in that initiative. Thank you. Don Armando says, silver's pretty stable for only very slightly increasing in Swiss francs. So, is silver rising or is the dollar falling? I would bet the latter. Yes, that's right. And that's really the notion of what the paradigm shift of thinking is about. For sure, it's about the dollar losing its influence, losing its value to the tune of about 98% since 1913. By the way. Okay. The Elysian Path. Why do you all think the bank loans are bad? The banks do not ever loan you their money. Wake up. Well, it's technically you're borrowing other people's money, right? So if you have money in a money market account, there is other money that's borrowed against that. That's why you get interest on it, because you're being paid in part from that, but there's others that are coming from the most of that money is being injected by the Federal Reserve. It's your taxpayer money. All right. Let's move ahead here. We've got this from the lovely Norwegian maid. Wow. Very kind. She is the only one that does a super thanks, and it's very appreciated. She sent the biggest one I've ever gotten so far, $20. Thank you, Norwegian Maid. She says, this is to say I appreciate all the hard work you put into making these videos every day with the latest in news about precious metals. Keep on stacking. You'll be glad you did. Great advice, and I am honored and humbled, and thank you so much for your kind words and your support, Norwegian Maid. It means a lot. Thank you very much. All right. Awesome. Very good. Let's see here. And let's see, we've got 66 Sam says, I've got one of those notes. Cool. Yep, the one of the largest, it's not the largest, but it's one of the largest inflationary notes in world history. It's the second largest, but that's right. Thank you. Asnix, gold for bread in Zimbabwe. Yes. Crazy. Cole Marsh, always zig before you zag. Stack. Indeed, that's the way we do it. We got to keep on stacking. And let's get to Liquid Electrum. Liquid Electrum says on this video, we love Liquid Electrum, says Zimbabwe money is cursed. They'll never get it right. They should go back to trading shells or something. I know. I feel bad for them. Here comes a scammer. Let's see if it's a auto dial. Robo dialed. Hello?
Hey, this is Max. I was looking for Richard.
This is Richard.
Hey, Richard. Good to have you on the line.
Thank you.
We had a conversation earlier, remember?
Yes, I do remember. We had a great conversation earlier. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Another day, another dollar, man. Cannot complain.
All right. I like it. Another dollar, another day. Very good. And when you take into account inflation, it's about 65 cents. But who's counting?
That's nice, man. So, Richard, may I know how long have you been in this business?
I've been in this business for about 15 years. Yeah.
15 years. That's a long time, man. I must appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thank you. How long have you been in your business?
I have been doing this business for more than 3.5 years.
Oh, nice. Now, what business is it? What's the name of your company?
My company with a group of direct lenders is Benify, benifit.com.
Benify.com. Is it bonafide or bonafide?
Benify.
Benify. Okay, nice. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
So, thanks, man. So, Richard,
Hey, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? What's your name again?
go ahead, man. Go ahead with anything.
What's your name again? What's your name? That's the first question. Just remind me of your name. What is it?
Max Williams.
Max. That's right. Max. Max. Dude, can I borrow some money?
Yeah, definitely, man. Your business has.
I like it. I just need some cash, bro. You know what I'm saying? I need a little bit of cash up front if you can hook a brother up. Even though we're technically not related, but if you can hook a brother up with some cash, I would be like, it would be absolutely dope. I would have a brat summer. I would have the brattest summer. Go ahead.
Let me see if I can help you out right now.
Okay. All right, here's the email address to PayPal it to me. It's silverkitty47@gmail.com. If you could PayPal the money there, that would be great. Okay.
No, listen, we don't, transfer the money to your Cash App or.
No, not Cash App. PayPal, friends and family. PayPal, friends and family. I would never ask you to do Cash App.
We only provide the money into your business checking account.
Well, yeah, that's my business. That's my business email address. It's going to be.
How much are you looking for, actually, Richard?
150,000 smackers, $150,000.
$150,000. And how much are you making on a monthly basis right now?
98K.
98,000.
What's the max that we can borrow? That's right.
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you that because I don't want sugarcoat.
Because your name is Max, right?
And so I'll trying to get you the max approval that you can get. And
hey, have you ever heard this death metal song? Have you ever heard this death metal song? Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fire. That's a great death metal song by Napalm Life. By Napalm Life.
Great. So, Richard, let me do one thing. Let me get you connected with my funding manager.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go ahead and patch me through. Or connect me.
Sure. He'll provide you the rates in terms of the phone right now.
Okay, all right, hold on. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
What is my funding manager?
All right.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred.
Hold on.
Okay, try again.
How's the day going so far?
It's going so far so good. So what, right?
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
That's what they always say. They always say that, but it never happens. Come on now. Don't maybe whip the guitar out to that. Oh. Okay, that's the worst on hold music I've ever heard. I would rather it be like Red Hot Chili Jane's Addiction. Go ahead.
Your call is very important to us.
There's a lot of worrying going on over here, Max. There's a lot of worrying happening right now because we can't get to anybody on the phone, and the music is just, can you make the music,
Richard, I'm really sorry.
Let's try 17. Okay, I only have time for 17 more tries, okay, Max? That's going to be my maximum. That's going to be my maximum. We know that's not that very important to us, Man. Oh, come on now, Max. I don't want to get a copyright strike. I don't want to get... You know what I mean? Max, let's reconvene. Let's do this. I tell you what, I got it. I got to go, okay? I don't have time for this 16 more times. We're going to try this.
Give me the last one more chance.
Well, let's try. Let's hold it over. Okay, one more time. One more time.
Let's go.
Hello?
This is Max.
Oh, he got somebody.
I have Richard with me. He has been in this business for 15 years. He's making around $100,000 and he's looking for maximum approval. Can you please assist him?
Sure. This is Mac, Front Lead Capital.
Wait a second. The other guy's name was Max.
Hey, yeah, you spoke with us like a couple of times previously, so don't waste
Yeah,
time
but the
about
guy
it.
was just on the phone with transferring me to. His name was Max. Ah, ack, 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 yakety yak. All right, folks. Very good. Let's see here. All right, let's do a couple more comments here. Come on now. Rotisserie rat. We got a rotisserie rat going on here. Red crawler. Zimbabwe better get physical silver into the hands of the people. That's right. Get it into the hands. Get it going. Get silver out there, too. I like that idea, Red Crawler. Matthew Crustlife says this. He was lucky today. Lucky, lucky. Very nice. Every now and then, $1 got 4 out of 5 numbers and won $200. One more number could have won $900,000. With money tight, my pickups have been slow and next to nothing, so I rushed to the LCS, grab more constitutional. I'm focusing on junk silver because I'm tired of milky rounds and higher priced coins. Way to go. That's great. Congratulations on winning that $200. Very, very cool. Oh, yeah. We've got that silver surfer chick. The PMs have caught a cold today. Zimbabwe caught the flu. The world is in a global depression. It sure is. Exactly right, Silver Surfer. But we got to stay healthy as stackers. Shane Jones, go back to a great idea that served their purpose in many areas already. I can't justify the premium on them, but the idea remains the same. To transact gold, real tangible hard money. That's right, exactly. Not for stacking, but for transacting. Halkalugi, sell. Today's domestic inflation data proves gold is not an inflation hedge. Sell your silver before it collapses. All right, well, I would say it's probably doing better this year than inflation, wouldn't you say? Yes, I am drinking coffee this late at night. In fact, I'm not even done with it yet. But I'm having another slurp just for gits and shiggles. Kurt Knorr, I saw a Kamala Harris silver bar for sale on eBay today. $80 plus shipping. Wow. That's insane in the membrane. Strat Captain, if you can't convert your paper or polymer IOU notes for gold, then it's not gold backed. I don't give an F what the authorities and the central bank say. That's right. It's truly not until you can actually translate that. Excellent report, Sal. Sure hope it's not true. It zigs. If it could go up like smoke, zigzags back to the people, might be rolling and smoking. And toking. Token. JRR toking. Yes, indeed, for sure. Music holds a future. If only one country backs their currency with gold, it will never work. It will fail because the rest of the world uses fiat money. Countries who use fiat can drain a country like Zimbabwe of its gold with their fiat. They did a zag while the rest of this world does a. They did a zig while the rest of the world does a zag. Yes, in theory, I would agree with you if they allow it. And they're allowing the dollars to transact there. I think that's what's going to probably bring it down. So, but if they didn't allow the dollar, the people would be forced to use their currency. So we'll see here. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Reflective metal. It's all the same corrupt actors that are still there, so nothing will change. All right. That's what the fear is. Michael K., let us hope they figure this Ziggy Star gold out. Let's hope so. I want it to succeed. Salgorithm from Jay McGuire. Appreciate that, my friend. Very much appreciate that. Cheers to Sal. That was a mouthful. Yes, pronouncing those names was not easy to do. Appreciate it so much. And we've got Mark Danberg says, you don't go to the $100 trillion bills to go back bills. Just let them have copper and silver coins to trade with, for goodness sakes. Exactly. That would be the easiest way to do. I want a gold zag zig so badly. The symbolism is awesome. Yes, I'd like to get one too. Probably could find one on eBay, but I don't know. Cemetery Shop says, if people understand gold and would trust it if they had it in circulation, that's true everywhere, especially in Zimbabwe, where they're not had sound money since Rhodesia fell to the communists. Exactly right. Very true. All right, folks, we've come to the end of the comments here, and sadly to the end of this broadcast. But you know what? There is another day, and maybe, well, Sunday for sure we'll do our market watch. And everybody wish President Carter a happy birthday in 3 days. On October the 1, he will be 100 years old. The former president is the longest living president that we've ever had. and he wants to live long enough to vote for Kamala Harris. That's the only strike I have against him, but he's a Democrat. Go figure. You guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm going to leave you with a sage piece of advice that will serve you well in life, and it's free, and that is to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care. See ya.